Hello, welcome to another episode of Gotta Start Somewhere Regulation F with Pokemon Showdown. Today we are going to do a best of three with a Raging Bulk balance. I feel like this meta is a lot of balance splashed in with Tailwind, a lot of balance splashed in with Trick Room, and some balance splashed in with Hyper Offensive. So everything pretty much has a good balanced core, and then they add a couple things around it to make a difference. And I wanted to kind of feel the basics of what the balance is in order to help me throughout the rest of it. I might try this out. I might try out the ones with the Flutter Mane and the Ogre Pawn Heartflame. That might actually be better because this feels a little bit outdated. Um, let's see if I can find the team for that maybe on the next episode, and I might splash that in and see how that goes. As always, thank you for watching my videos. If you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing, leaving a like, comment. Anything helps out immensely with the channel. And we will get started. Best of three again. It is going to be Regigigas, Hisuian, Electrode, Landotherian, Wheezing with Neutralizing Gas, Chempao, or Ursh Rapid Strike with Clear Amulet on Chempao too. So this is a very probably something to hit help the Regigigas with, which I do think that it will happen. So I do want to cover for that. I also want to cover for the Rillaboom, and also the Lando and the Wheezing that is going to come its way. It also has a Terra Flying. With that, I do want some ground type. Electrode, Electric Grass. So probably Ursh. Ensign, Lando. Rilla sounds like a good, yeah. Well, it's game one, so let's try it out. So there you go. It has Neutralizing Gas, so no Intimidate on either side. I do have Scarf, so Surging on Lando makes sense. And I also want to protect Parting Shot. Let me knock off. Actually, Surging Strikes on Lando and then Fake Out on Wolfie. Okay, it is going to be a Water Terra. And, oh, it is a Water Terra. I should, yeah. Alright. Oh, it does take out my Incineroar with the band. I'm gonna put in the Rilla, and then now we know that he doesn't have that. He might dip out on Lando. Let's see what he does. Even if he Earthquakes, I'm okay. He doesn't dip out with Lando. He kills his that instead. His Wheezing instead. My Grassy Terrain is back up. Intimidate is back up. It's going to be Chempao, which is with the Clear Amulet. So he doesn't have Sash, right? So I'm gonna protect Grassy Glide, the Chempao. Yep, it's going to be Rapid Strike. Does he protect? No, he doesn't. Doesn't do that much damage, which is unfortunate. Grass Spinner and Ursh. My Ursh is faster, so I'm going to Poison Terra, Earth Power the Urshifu, and Surging Strikes. No. Earth Power Urshifu, and then Close Combat on Chien-Pao, right? Yeah, because no. Actually, yeah. Poison Terra, Earth Power Urshifu, and Surging Strikes Chien-Pao. Is this a Scarf? Yeah, okay, so I lost this. Speed Tie, Ice Spinner, Earth Power, doesn't kill, and that is my fault. So let's move on to game 2. It is going to be a little bit more difficult to fight. I really did not do that well. I didn't utilize the balancing style enough. He might have the same lead, he might have a different lead. I want a little bit safer lead, and then I really want, to be honest, high horsepower on the Rillaboom. So I'm gonna go Lando, Rilla, Instant, and Ursh in the back. So it probably same lead. On Wolf. Okay. So he might Water Terra. Even if he Water Terras, that's okay. I am worried about a possible Flying Terra. That is also fine. Going to Earth Power here. And I'm going to Wood Hammer on the Lando, because he can't Water Terra here now. He'll probably switch out into something other than a Electrode or switch out. Okay. So he's faster. Chien-Pao, Wood Hammer doesn't kill. Okay. Sludge Bomb on Lando. That's alright. Let me bring the Ursh. I'm slower, so I'm gonna Poison Terra, Sludge Bomb, and I'm faster, so I'll hit with Surging Strikes. You're faster? Even when I'm Scarfed. How is that possible? Why did my Sludge Bomb go off before you did? What is going on here? Same Sludge Bomb there. Oh, because of Mystic Water. Okay, I don't have Scarf. That's why. Okay, makes sense. Definitely messed up there. Sludge Bomb kills the Ursh. That's okay. Instant's gonna come in, fake out the Ursh, Earth Power the Ursh. Lando T could be there. And I'm gonna Parting Shot the Ursh then. Oh, I should have faked out. He didn't switch out, huh? Alright. That is unfortunate. Really unfortunate. Is Lando T, and he kills me with an Earthquake. Damn. Alright, that was really bad. Alright. I know that I can do that. Just trying to see what went wrong. But I think I know what went wrong. So I'm gonna go back to the team builder. Instead of U-turn, I want high horsepower here. And then I do want the scarf here, because there are definitely parts where I want to be faster. U-turn instead. And then now this is going to be team building 2-4. Kind of trying to keep track of what is going on with the changes. 2-4 and 2-4 is high horsepower on Rillaboom and Scarf on Urshifu. And just a quick another game to see if the changes that I made any difference. So we'll pull another game. I wish I was a little bit better at the game. I feel like I'm so terrible. Okay, so this is the the team that I was trying to do. It is a Life or Raging Bolt. I am pretty safe here to go Bolt actually. So Bolt. And would I rather go Rilla? I think I would rather go Rilla. Actually, I don't want to take, because I need to Fairy Terra. So I'm gonna go Incin instead, and then Rilla in the back, and probably Lando for the opposing Raging Bolt. It is Rilla Flutter. Do you probably try to kill my Raging Bolt, right? Gonna probably fake out my Raging Bolt. I want to believe. And I'm going to... Oh no, okay. Smart person. Gonna have Fairy Terra, Calm Mind, still Flare Blitz, the Flutter Mane. I want to kill the Flutter Mane now. I was wanting to kill the Flutter Mane turn 1, Moonblast, but still 40%, that's a decent amount. Okay, probably Incin is going to come out. I don't think that I kill... Okay, Ogre Pawn comes out. I'm not sure if I kill Flutter Mane -1, but I'll definitely kill Flutter Mane now. And I want to cripple the Ogre Pawn if possible. Right? Probably Rillaboom comes back out. No, Ursh comes back out. I think I want to Thunderclap the Urshifu and hard switch into Rillaboom. I don't really have to care about the Ogre Pawn. I do have Lando for protection. Okay, so Thunderclap takes that out. Surging Strike on Rillaboom is not the end of the world. I could fake out the Ursh. No, I can actually fake out the Ogre Pawn. So he can use Follow Me, and I could Thunderclap the Urshifu. There you go. So now I just have to deal with the enemy Rillaboom and the Ogre Pawn, which I can do. Now I'm really missing the U-turn, right? So he has a U-turn. Probably protect and bring up the Incin. Get the Intimidate off. Swords Dance. Wood Hammer. Now I am scared of the Ogre Pawn. Follow Me is a thing, but you just Sword Dance. I don't think there is a world where you want to... I don't think you still kill me. Did I fake out? I just faked out, right? Oh no, I just switched in. But I'm gonna Flare Blitz. Okay, Swords Dance again. Wood Hammer doesn't kill enough. Dragon Pulse does decent amount of damage. Now I just need to Thunderclap this slot. If he Sword Stance, I'm okay with that. He will still die. It doesn't do anything. I'm gonna bring him back my Rillaboom. Yeah, because eventually it will want to attack. U-turn on the Rillaboom, still doesn't do anything, and that is game 1. I don't think I want to change anything about this, not yet anyway. I might want to change things in game 3 if there is one. So I'm gonna bring out the same lead. If anything, he will see that and then maybe want to bring out his own. Maybe he brings out the Ursh, but I'm okay with that, right? Let me bring out the same 4. He does have a Draco Meteor on the Raging Bolt. Also has a Volt Switch on the Raging Bolt. It's a little scary. Ogerpon Heartflame and Rillaboom, and that is how they are deciding. Is Rillaboom faster? Rillaboom may be faster than the Incineroar, but I could. So if he fakes out here, he fakes out here. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I might actually Ghost Terra, Flare Blitz the Rillaboom instead, and then switch out into Lando. So let's try to, ignore the fake out, get the Sword Dance, that's or whatever, but I get to at least take out the enemy Rillaboom to begin with. And then he could Ivy Cudgel. Most likely he will want to do something else. Surging Strike is a thing. I probably want to switch out into... Do I switch out into Bolt or Rilla? Let's say if the Surging Strike is coming here and the Horn Leech is coming here, I could Rilla, I could Raging Bolt here. Could do a double switch. Because either way, he could Sword Stance, which could be a problem. Parting Shot could have been an answer, but I'm a little bit scared of the Surging Strikes coming out of Shifu. He didn't Terra yet, so I have to be aware of Fire Terra, I have to be aware of Water Terra, and also a potential... I don't know what the 4th mon is. Yep, Surging Strike on the Raging Bolt. Could be Horn Leech, Ivy Cudgel on the Rillaboom. We're going into Instant slot, huh? That's okay. I'm gonna bring out the Instant again. I'm going to fake out the Ogerpon and Thunderclap the Urshifu. I'm not sure if he will fall for it again, but he won't have Calm Mind again, and he did fall for it again. He didn't have Follow Me back there too. Okay, so it is going to be Flutter Mane. I don't have Fairy Terra anymore, so I am scared, but I'm not. She has Shadow Ball. He does have Shadow Ball, but I do have my Lando. Could Follow Me, so he's going to kill one of them, and I will probably let that happen. Fire Terra here, Thunderclap, Shadow Ball on the instant. Oh, doesn't kill. Okay, that's actually pretty great. Now I'm able to do that. Then the Incineroar will die, and I could bring in my Lando. Not sure if that is enough. You want to kill... I need to make the right call. Does he read or does he not? I think he wants to kill my Lando first. and I could get some damage off either way. Okay. So now he still goes for my Lando. So I go Earth Power. I go Thunderclap. Yeah, it kills my Lando, but I can Thunderclap again. And he will have to lose. See, it just doesn't go. So you have to keep pressing the same thing until it's over. And yep, that's game 2. Alright. So as soon as I switch high horsepower into Rillaboom, I definitely wanted the U-turn back, but I think it worked out for the better. So it's a clean 2-0. Not really clean 2-0, but as clean as it can be. What the hell? Why is that like that? Let's copy again. I don't know why it's showing me like this. It's just gonna keep showing me errors. Huh. I did win. Oh, I think it's because I didn't change it. There you go. And will this change? Let's refresh real quick. There you go. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. It's fine. Okay. So that is game. So let's go over the first. Let's quickly go over what is it that happened here. Okay. So let's just look for the biggest mistakes. Did I make any mistakes in the bring? I probably did make a mistake on the brings. Which is, so balance is that I want 2 that is strong, 2 that is okay, and 2 that is weak. I want to bring out and switch out around to make it more easier for things to happen. Yeah. I think it just made an error. It's okay. It's just one set of data. So only thing that is strong against Regigigas is Urshifu, because it doesn't, my Chien-Pao doesn't run any Sacred Swords. Even if it is a Sacred Sword, I think I still lose it out against it. I really don't have a good way of fighting against Urshifu Dark. I have pretty good way to fight Urshifu Water, Rapid Strike, which it did end up being Rapid Strike. But I need a way to fight Darks because there's actually a lot of Darks now. So definitely having the Flutter Mane will help in this case. So Lando is good against Wheezing, but until the Flying Terra, Lando is good, decent against Electrode, which he didn't bring. Is he? So I was looking at the tournament a little bit, and in trying to guess what the enemy is going to bring, you kind of have to think if their mons are actually strong against any of my mons, right? Regigigas is probably good against a lot of less bulky variants, um, which ends up being a lot of it. I don't know what he ran in the Regigigas. Does it show me? No, it doesn't. Okay. That's fine. I wish they showed me the matches with the team sheet. That would actually help quite a bit. Maybe I could see. This one is what? Nope, that's MBKW, and this one is against MBKW, and I'm guessing this one is also the third match with second match with MBKW. Never mind. Yeah, won't see. So Regigigas, Electro, I mean, it's pretty decent, but not that great. Also, he's suing Electrode. Doesn't do well against this, do well against this. Does pretty well against Ursh. Does pretty well offensively against Lando, but not really because I do have the flying type. So I could probably guess that it is going to be these four. Knowing that it is these four, what would I bring in the stead? I definitely, it's hard for me to bring Raging Bolt because of Lando, but also it's good against Ursh. Chimpa would be pretty decent against Lando, and also the Weezing if it does decide to Terra. Rillaboom is good against Lando, bad against Weezing, bad against Chempao, good against Urshifu, so Rillaboom probably is a bring. Incineroar, not really, maybe a little good against Chempao. Also, Urshifu is good against Lando and Chempao, so probably we'll bring something like Rilla, Ursh, Lando, and Chempao. Probably what it should have been what my 4 was. I think I ended up bringing Incineroar, which is not a great thing to do, especially with the Water Terra on the Lando. So definitely my lead was wrong. Definitely what I brought as my 4 was wrong. My lead should have been mostly Frilla, Lando, and then have Ursh and Chimpa in the bag, which I definitely did not do. Rilla plus Lando with Ursh and Shannon back. And just, going over quickly, definitely read the Water Terra Lando. So Lando did the Water Terra fake out, got protected, and now Surging Strike is not great. Could have close combated, but then that's a little risky. EQ takes out my Incineroar, and I do see Ban, Lando, T, Poco, Incineroar. Let's just make sure. Give me 1 second. I just wanna reply to my wife real quick. So there you go. Sorry about that. And then with the instant dead, Rillaboom is here. I switch out to Lando because I'm expecting another earthquake from the Lando. So I faked out, should not have faked out. What was I scared of? I wasn't scared of anything. Because it probably, even if it was, maybe the only thing that I was scared of was having the electrode in the back. And other than that, it's probably good. So I should have definitely just wood hammered the Landorus, and then it would have been so much better. I could just wood hammer here now, right? And then that would have been it. Now I lost because I lost a Chimpao. It should have switched out earlier from the Incineroar. But it's hard to tell. It's just I faked out the wrong one. I definitely should have faked out Lando first, because Weezing doesn't really do that much damage. If I faked out Lando and then Surging Strike Lando, I think the reason that I lost was I lost because not reading Water Terra and thought Surging Strikes would kill Landorus before it goes off. Also forgot I was running Mystic Water instead of Scarf. So that's why I lost game 1. Game 2, I think I ended up bringing out the better lead here. Because, sorry, wrong one. Because I ended up bringing out the Rillaboom. Given that it's the same team, I did bring Lando and Rillaboom, which, yep, exactly what I had planned to do. But I think I brought Incineroar in the back, which is a little bit sus. So now, because he can't Water Terra here, he decides to U-turn me first. Oh, okay. Thunder Punch, knockoff, double edge protect. Okay, so that's what it was running. So it decided to Flying Terra and then U-turn on the Rillaboom. At least it survived that. Now Chimpao came out. Wood Hammer does not kill the Chimpao. It's not the most, well, it has all the attack in there, but still was not enough to take out the Chimpao. Sludge Bomb on the Lando also did not do much. And now Ursh, and because I thought I had Scarf here, I actually messed up big time, and that's probably why I lost that game. If I Aqua Jetted here, it would have been so much better. Like Aqua Jet and then Sludge Bomb and the Weezing. So that was my problem there. And then because it is Lando again, like I said, Rapid Strike himself? Okay. He just kept switching out, right? Surging Strike didn't do much. And the Sludge Bomb ends up KOing. And if I had Chimpao instead of Incin, no, I still wouldn't have done that well. My problem definitely is not preserving Rillaboom as much. Terra Fire against U-turn would have been okay. That is actually, could have Terra Fire reading the U-turn on Landorus. Lando T, because Q actually doesn't do much here, and that could potentially preserve it. No, because Rillaboom is probably slower than the Landorus. That's also a problem. Not Aqua Jetting the Chimpao, taking the extra hit. For free. definitely her Shifu's survivability. So I think that's about it on game 2, and I did win the second one, so I want to leave it at that. As always, thank you guys so much for watching my video, and I will see you in the next battle. Bye bye.